All right. We are doing another blackout. I don't know if y'all can see my headphone light, but we are doing another blackout, my love. Okay, so bear with me and just sit the phone down and listen, okay? You don't gotta look at nothing, just listen. But what's popping? So your girl came to vent, communicate, conversate, whatever you like to call it. And today we are going to talk about doing things on your own. But first, hi, hello, nice to meet you. My name is Lina, the Hood Therapist. People call me Lina. I go by Lina, the Hood Therapist, like I just said. I'm here to help you heal, grow, thrive, and be a better person. Only if you want to. It is up to you to decide if you want to heal and be a better person or stay the same. And not just heal the surface level, but heal deep down inside your soul, your spirit. It is up to you to decide what you want to do, my love. But back to the topic at hand. Doing things by yourself. Doing things on your own. Y'all, I literally just took myself out to dinner, right? And this is not the first time I took myself out to dinner, but it has been quite some time since I took myself out to dinner, right? So, I was a little nervous. I'm not gonna hold you. And not only that, I took myself out to a place that I've never been before. The atmosphere was really beautiful. People were chit-chatting. It was a lot of people. You've seen the waiters going and everything. I feel like the only somewhat downside of where I went was where I sat at, or where, I guess where they placed me at. I told her it didn't matter where they placed me, whether if it was in the lounge area or the other area. And she sat me by like the kitchen. It was like a booth, but she sat me by the kitchen, which I was fine with. But the sad thing about it was I was looking at a wall, and of course I was looking at people walking by because like down there was the bathroom. I guess you could say that was a shitty place to sit me, but I wouldn't consider it shitty because technically you're supposed to be there with somebody else, interacting with them. So wherever you sat didn't really matter, because the atmosphere itself would have took a hold of you and, you know, did the thing that it was supposed to do, and love you the way that you needed to be loved in that situation. You know, show you the love that you needed to be shown in that situation when it came to the atmosphere, the atmosphere loving you, supporting you, and like literally giving you like this loving energy to where you feel calm and peaceful in the energy. Okay, it did its job. I enjoyed myself. I loved my waiter. He was adorable. He was fucking cute. He was kind of sexy. I ain't gonna hold you. But like after a while though, because he was just but that's not the point. I'm gonna tell you about him, but right now I'm telling you just how things went. Okay, so I had off work. Okay, I didn't work today. So I told myself, you know what? Why not pamper myself? You know, I got a day off and, you know, I should enjoy myself and truly, you know, love on myself. You know, I've been through a lot and I've been healing. You know, I've been through a lot and I've been healing and going through the motions and all that jazz. And I wanted to do something for me, you know, like I wanted to take myself out and treat myself and let myself know how much I loved myself and appreciated myself for getting me to this point in life, getting me to this time that I am in, getting me to this atmosphere that I am in, this energy that I am in. I wanted to thank myself for pushing forward and still smiling and glowing and growing and being the baddest bitch that she can be. You know what I'm saying? So I had to take myself out. I had to dress up nice. I ain't gonna hold you. The fit was all right. It wasn't shebang. Damn. Ooh, she's sexy. You know what I'm saying? But it was all right. I had this really beautiful shirt on that I got from my grandmother. It was a beautiful, beautiful shirt. It kind of, when I see it, it kind of reminds me of like this, Asian type of art, Asian Chinese type of art. At least that's what it reminds me of. It's like this red and then like it has like this black and gold. I mean, not black and gold, black and like gray type of art on it. It's really nice. And I had like these pants on, baggy pants on, but it's more of like they had pockets on the side. It was all right. I don't know if it really went with the shirt. Okay. My bad, y'all. I really hope that was my lashes, but I'm sitting in the car, right? And I think it was my lashes. I'm sitting in the car, y'all. Sometimes I'll be sitting in the car, especially at nighttime, and coming out here and talking to God, and not only that, giving y'all messages, but also having a moment for myself and just like smoking and taking a moment in the car, like from out of my home when there's people in there. And not only that, I don't really anyway. But I'm out here, right? And I thought, bro, I thought something was in my room, bitch. I was like, what the fuck? And I'm not talking about like it's possible my mom could be in my room, but she's not. I know she's not in my room because the way that looked, bro, that was weird. It came from if let me give y'all a little picture, okay? I'm sitting in my car, right? Behind me is two cars in a shed, right? In front of me is my recycling and my trash cans. And then in the behind those is like a shed from my neighbor, right? And our shed is on the left side of the car in the gate of our house, right? And our house is further on that side, right? So if we're sitting here, right? And I'm looking at the trash cans. And the cars are behind me, right? And the house is on the left side of me. I turn to the left and I'm seeing my house, right? And if I'm looking at my house, the left side of my house the left side of my house is like where the door is, where we walk up the stairs to go into the house, right? So my room basically there's no way to enter that way. You have to enter on the right side of my room because that's where the door is. The left side is just my wall, okay? And it looked like something, because my light's on, right? And it looked like something came from my left side of my room and just pressed up against the motherfucking window, bro. And like I said, the light's on in my room, so you can see shadows, somewhat shadows in my room. That shit crazy though. And you only can see the shadows in my room because the light's on. But the fact that looked like something just came up from the left side and pressed on my shit, I really hope it's these goddamn lashes that I got on my motherfucking eyes right now. Because, bitch, that was insane. And don't get me wrong, I've experienced insane shit before. But come on now, I'm not playing no games. Not tonight. Oh, hell no. Fuck y'all. I'm trying to enjoy myself. I was just talking about my goddamn date night and shit. But anyway, I'm not gonna let that, creep me out, I guess. That shit was kind of weird that looked like that, though. Right, I'm kind of just like looking to see. You can see this blue light just keep turning, cause like I'm shit. I don't know what the fuck that was, but I really hope it was this goddamn lash. This bitch is kind of low, so it could have been. And I'm just twacking. I hope I'm just twacking, bitch, cause I ain't got time for that shit today. Not today. But I'm back to what I was saying, right? I wanted to go to this place. I wanted to treat myself, so I looked up some places to see where I could go, to see where I've never been. Like, let me see something, I want to go somewhere and see, go and see where I've never been before. And not only that, an atmosphere that is really like, I don't know, like classy lounge type of kind of dress up, don't dress down too much, like don't wear no sweats or anything like that type of, you gotta wear at least like some jeans and a nice shirt and heels, and well, you don't gotta wear heels, but you gotta wear some type of nice fit, not too formal, but almost formal, you know what I'm saying? So I was just like, yeah, because I wanted to dress up. So I'm just like, let me go somewhere, let me see what we got going on. And I seen this place. I don't know if any of y'all been to, I think it's called Minari and Peacock Lounge. Pikok. Bro, when I tell you that place is so beautiful, I mean beautiful. I was just like, wow, this is fancy. You know what I'm saying? I was like, ooh, okay, I outdid myself with this. And I had, luckily, when I booked for a reservation, they had 2. Well, technically they had three tables that I could choose from, like 3 slots. There was like a 414, and at the time that I was booking it, it was like 350, and it was 414. I was not going to be at the 414 one. I already knew the 414 one was just like, girl, be realistic, right? So I booked the 9 o'clock ones. And the funny thing is, like I said, they only had 3 slots. They had a 414. I'm so sorry. 415. I don't know why I said 14. 414. I'm about to search that shit up. But like, 415, there was a 415, there was a 9 o'clock, and then there was a 9:15, and they closed at 10 o'clock, right? So I had the 9 o'clock one, and I was like, cool, I'm finna, get dressed, do what I gotta do, get dressed and everything. So I take my shower, I run and go to the store real quick, and I take my sister, like me and my sister, because my sister's over here, because she had the car the day before, so she had came to give the car back. So she was here, and my nephews were here, and I'm getting ready. Like I said, I take my shower and stuff. I get dressed. Well, I take my shower, I go to the store, come back, and then I get dressed and stuff. Well, actually, I had my nephews do my toes. Listen, I'm never letting them motherfuckers do my toes ever again. These motherfuckers, but it wasn't awful, okay? Like, in the dim light, like the restaurant, you can't really tell that these motherfuckers is jacked, okay? And I know you're probably like, why didn't you do it yourself? Why didn't you do your toes yourself? Because I was doing my press-ons. This was like a last minute situation, and not really, because I kind of technically had like the beginning of the week. I was thinking of taking myself out around this time because, like I said, I was off. So, but I had other shit to do, so I didn't have time. It doesn't matter. Anyway, one did one foot and the other did the other foot, okay? And as they was doing that, I was doing my press-ons. As my toes were drying, I was finishing my press-ons because I had to, cut my, clip my nails. And then, file that bitch. And, if for the bitches that know how to do press-ons, okay? So, I was doing that, and I finished my press-ons. I go and, go in my room, and I do my makeup, I put on my lashes, I put on my gems, I put on my jewelry. I forgot my fucking rings, but it's cool. It wasn't all that, you know what I'm saying? And the other thing is, bitch, I forgot my perfume. Bitch, I was like, how did I forget my perfume? Like, I'm a perfume type of female. Like, every once in a while, I might go out without perfume if I'm not really going anywhere. But, like, if I'm going somewhere, I need me some perfume on. Whether it's, like, a flower perfume or, like, more of a, I don't know how to explain it, rich. It's kind of like a richer smell. Not, like, rich, like money rich, but, like, rich, like, the fragrance was like a richer, not floral, but I don't know how to explain my perfumes. They just smell fucking divine. That's all I can say. Fucking divine, okay? But I can't believe I forgot my fucking perfume. Like, I was rushing, so it's not a surprise, but I still smelled good. Like, I smelled fresh. Like I said, I took a shower. I did my deodorant. The clothes that I had were freshly washed. Like, I still smelled good, but I wanted to smell even better. Like, what are you talking about? Like, I smell fine, but I don't know. I'm just the type of girl that loves to put on fragrance, especially when I'm popping out. Like, I need a spritz here, spritz there, here, there, spritz, 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 spritz. No, but seriously, like, so I get done. I brush my hair, figure out what type of style I want to do. If I want to do a side part, middle part, whatever. I went with the side part. I had to figure out if I wanted to do it up or down. I decided to keep it down. I'm ready to switch my hair, to be honest with you. Like, don't get me wrong, I love the red, but it is time to go. Actually, it was really nice. I'm in love with the red. Well, burgundy. It's more of a burgundy. But anyway, I got done and everything. I took my sister home because the place that I was going to literally was over there where she lived, like 8 minutes away from where she lived. So I was just like, it's fine, I can take you. So I literally drop my sister and my nephews off, and I get to the restaurant and I take my shoes, like my Crocs, off, and I put on my heels. And these heels, bro, these are the heels that I've had. I can somewhat walk in these. I have to be careful with certain shoes that I buy, because for some reason, them bitches be weird when it comes to me walking in them. Like they fit weird and they move weird. I gotta figure out what I like best, especially when it comes to my heels. But they still was fine. Like I could still walk in them way better than the fucking heels I had a couple of weeks ago when I popped out. I was like, oh hell no. Them bitches was not it. But these ones, I was cool on these. They were alright. But I liked them because they had rhinestones on the top. Fire. Anyway, I put those on and I literally walked not that far. Half a block, not even, probably like 1/3 of a block. Crossed the street. It was right there. I was just like, okay. I stepped in. It's like this little box type of area with a door. And I'm just like, okay, but you can see through it. And I see the bar area. And I'm just like, oh, this is nice. Yeah, this is nice. So I come in and I'm there and I'm not gonna hold you. Like I said, I'm a little nervous because I'm by myself. So I'm just like, not only that, this is something new. This is a new place. So I don't know if I'm supposed to stand in the box or if I'm supposed to go inside and just wait for the waiter, because the waiter, the attendant, the hostess, whatever the person that you want to call at the front that walks you to your table, they weren't there at the time. I think they had walked somebody to like their spot or whatever. So I was just like, okay. And I seen people standing in the inside. So I kind of walked in the inside and I'm standing on the side. And I'm just sitting there, not too long. I technically got there at like 9:50. I mean, not 9, what the fuck, 8:50. And I sat in the car until like 8:55, 8:56. And by the time I walked there, it was 9 o'clock. And then I waited for like 6 minutes. And then she came and she told me like, I did the reservations and everything. And she was just like, okay, your table's almost ready. I'll come get you when it's ready. I was like, cool. And then I waited like until 9:10, 9:15, the latest, but I don't think he even made it to 9:15. And so I'm just like, okay. And she comes back and she takes me to this place. Well, she asked me, did it really matter where I was going to sit? And I like in the lounge or by the bar area or whatever. And I was just like, no, it doesn't matter to me. So she takes me she walks me to this certain area and it's like a booth. And then, like I said, I was looking towards like the stairs where I think it was just like the employees only, maybe. It didn't say employees only, but there were stairs there. And then not only that, to the right of me, you can see the kitchen. So you can see the chefs and everything. They're cutting stuff up and prepping and everything. And like I said, that place was fucking lively. There was a lot of people there. I was just like, this is something. And you walking in by yourself and you're just like, okay, don't feel awkward, don't look weird. Like, you're good. Like, just enjoy the vibe. Like, everybody's not even really looking at you. It's just in your head. Like, it's just in your mind. Whole time you think somebody's staring at you. If they are, they're probably thinking like, oh, damn, that outfit looks good. Or she's really beautiful. Or that makeup is nice. Or, ooh, like, that is a pretty human being. Okay? So it's like, you never really know. Like, you never really know if they're talking shit about you, talking about you, or even interacting with you, or even looking at you. Like, so as I'm walking to my spot, it wasn't that far. Like I said, I don't think I said this, but it's not really a huge place. So, but it was really decent. Like, it's a decent size. I want to say there was about like 100, maybe if we include the staff, maybe like 200 people in there, maybe 250, maybe even 3. I'm not good when it comes to counting human beings or rough estimates when it comes to the amount of humans that were around me. There were a lot. At each table, there was at least 3. There were some 2, but it was usually, at least from what I've seen, at least 3 to 4 people, some even 5 to 6 people at a table. Like, it was a lot of motherfuckers there. And they were just enjoying themselves, chit-chatting. You know, they had music in the background, and it was a nice thing. And I'm sitting there, you know, waiting. And I took a picture of the little table for when you walk in, you know, like how they just have it set up. And I took a picture of that because there's literally a candle on the table. Like, what are we talking about? That is such a romantic place. Like, if you ever are in the Minnesota area, Minneapolis, Minnesota, over in the north side, like I think northeast or whatever, and you know, pass up like Minari and I think Peacock Lounge, you need to hit that shit up, especially on a date, because that shit is romantic as fuck. But like I was saying, I was just sitting there enjoying myself, taking pictures, like, love ain't owing me. Like, I was treating myself. I was sitting there, and the funny thing is, I was sitting here trying to calculate shit, and I'm just like, why are we calculating? Like, enjoy yourself. Buy whatever the fuck you want to buy. Like, who gives a fuck how much you spend tonight? Like, and I get it, you know, for those that don't know, bitch, I just got me a job. Like, we trying to save money over here, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I'm just like, you have to spend money to make money, you know what I'm saying? And also, you have to pay the hoe, as my mom, I think, used to say, or she told me, like, you gotta pay the hoe. Like, you be pimping yourself out for all this shit, and not no actual fucking pimping for those that think that. No, we all pimp ourselves out. We all use our bodies to make money. So, no matter what job you have, just like the waiters that were just waiting me, they use their bodies to do that job. I use my body to do my job. You use your body to do your job. You basically, you pimp yourself out to do the job that you do, okay? So, you have to pay the hoe, because if you don't pay the hoe, then the hoe is going to leave. The hoe is not going to do the job. The hoe is going to be stressed and worked and overworked and all this shit, to the point where the hoe is just like, who the fuck is gonna do anything? So you gotta pay the hoe when you get paid. You know what I'm saying? So I had to pay myself. I had to love myself. I had to appreciate myself. Like I said, I had to give myself love for all the hard work that I've been doing and putting myself through, okay? So, I know I keep lighting this bitch, but like, I'm talking and it's going out, so. But yeah, I'm there. I'm enjoying the moment. I'm taking the pictures and stuff. And this one waiter, it's a girl waiter, I can't remember what she looked like. But she came to my table talking about, hi, how are you doing? Is it your first time here? Or have you been here before? And all this jazz. She told me she's not my waiter, but is there anything that she could get started for me? And I said, yes. Have you ever tried this drink, which was called Sacred City? And she said, yeah, it's really nice. And I was just like, okay, can I have your Sacred City? So, first off, delicious, nice. Some people might not like it, but it was actually really nice. I actually liked it, drank all of it. It wasn't a lot. I have a picture of that too. It'll be on my socials somewhere, I'm pretty sure. Like, I'm pretty sure it will eventually. But that happened, and then, you know, I sat there and waited on my other waiter, and my bad, y'all. I'm tired. But like I was saying, I waited on my other waiter, which was a guy waiter, and he was like, "Hi, I don't remember his name. Hi, I'm such." I don't even know if he told me his name to begin with, but he said, "I'm your waiter for the night. Have you ever been here before?" And I told him no. He said, "Okay. Um, would you were basically, he being the waiter that he's supposed to be, he's at telling me stuff and asking me questions on, is there anything I like specific, and all that jazz. And I asked him about the squid ink dumplings. I did not get the squid ink dumplings. Instead, I got the pearl dumplings. I can't remember what it's called. It's pearl something, and it was literally just rice on, like, instead of like dumpling paper or dumpling wrapping, it was rice wrapped around it, and I think it was like pork and ginger and stuff in the dumpling, which was really good. And not only that, they gave, or I guess he said that they were giving a complimentary, a small little thing of complimentary kimchi, because I'm new, or like I'm like, this is my first time here or whatever. And then they gave me some sauce, and then he brought like this, before the food even came out, he brought me like this tea or whatever, bro. And he was like, "This is a tea, it's supposed to feed your appetite. Like, it's supposed to make you feel hungry and, relax and everything." And I was like, okay. That shit was fucking nasty. I'm so fucking sorry. Bro, that shit was, I don't know. I don't know. I can't explain the taste. It was kind of like wood. Like, it was kind of like, I don't want to say a sauna type wood, but kind of like a sauna type wood. Like, it didn't taste like the sauna. No, it didn't taste like the sauna, but it was like the steam from the wood. Like, I don't know how to explain that shit, but that shit was fucking disgusting. And I kept trying it too. And I was like, just maybe. I'm like, I was like, oh, I'm trying, God. Like, I want to try new things, and I'm trying it, and it's nasty. Like, ooh, this shit is nasty. I had to wash it with some water. I had to wash that tea down with some water. I did not finish that tea. And the funny thing is, the tea was in a cup size that's a shot, bro. Not even a shot, and I couldn't even finish that bitch. I took a couple of sips, and I was just like, yeah, who's gonna fucking finish that? I don't know what you got in this tea, but that shit is not for me. Like, this shit is nasty the fuck. Nasty the fuck. Like, ugh. But yeah. So, like I said, I ordered the dumplings. I got a picture of them. Oh, that's on my fucking mouth. I got a picture of them, so they'll probably be on my social. Like, you'll probably see my whole meal, my whole list of food that I had tonight, which was a lot. Okay. So I ordered that. I finished all that. It was really good. They only gave you 4. They're decent size. They weren't too big, thankfully. But yeah, they were really good. I finished that. I ate all the kimchi. Um Then I ordered their pork belly. It was okay. I liked it, but some of them, like some of the pieces were too fatty for me to where I was like, it was mostly fat than meat. And I was just like, yeah, no. Like, yeah, we're gonna cut this off and just eat the meat and you can have the fat because that's ridiculous. Like, but, but, I didn't know what they had in it. It kind of tasted like lemon or cilantro or of some sort. And they had like leaves on it. Unfortunately, I don't know what the fuck happened to my phone at the time. I literally took a picture of the pork belly, but it's not on my phone. My phone was like, bitch, why are we taking a picture of this? Because it literally was just like pork belly and then like a whole bunch of like green leaves, like I said, some type of, I don't know if it's cilantro because it didn't look like cilantro. It was like bigger pieces of leaf or herb, whatever the fuck they're called. But I couldn't tell you what it was, but it had some type of cilantro lime type of taste and it wasn't bad. Like even with the little charcoal bits on the pork belly, it really wasn't fucking bad. But I also got me some more, well, something else to drink. I was like, okay, this is nice, but I also want something else. You know, I had to get me some wine. I got some sparkling wine. That shit was nice. Once it got warm, that shit was just getting out of hand. Did I finish it though? Yes. We'll never waste wine unless that shit is nasty to me. Like if it's nasty to me, well, I I don't know what to tell you. Like I'm not gonna hold you. It was a little like but that's usually a lot of wines when it comes to me. Like especially when they're warm. Oh god. I hate it. When it's cold, yes, please. Thank you. I really appreciate that. But when it's warm, it's just like, I don't like it. Like, no, thank you. Yeah. But, I got me another wine. Well, I got me wine. So I had that cocktail and then I had that wine. I had the dumplings, I had the pork belly, and then I was just like, okay, I want to try their salmon or salmon, however the fuck you want to say it. I can't remember what it was called, but it was like, I think it was something salmon. I can't remember. But it was basically was their salmon and then they had like this cream based sauce. I think it's like cream butter based sauce or some shit. And there was this other sauce that they had in there, and then they had like some roe on the top. Bro, I think the roe was fish eggs. Bitch, I don't know if roe's fish eggs or not. I can't remember. I think it is. But it had like little orange, it looked like fish eggs basically on top. And I'm just like, I ain't never had fish eggs before. And I was like, okay. And then I had got a side, well, when I ordered, the waiter had told me to get a side of rice because it was just the salmon with the sauce and like these little sprigs of green leaf or green parsley, green something. I couldn't tell you what it was. It was good though, right? Like how you gonna tell me? Like how you gonna say you ate something but you can't tell me what it is? It's weird, but it's like that. But I got rice on the side. They had like some seasoning on the top. It was plain white rice. I ate it, ate some of it. I brought the rest of it home, but it was all right. I don't know. I feel like the salmon was a little, like I was fine with the salmon, but like the sauce, I felt like it was too much creaminess, like a too much savory type of taste to it. And not only that, the roll that was on top, I don't know, it gave like this salty type of taste, which wasn't awful, but I don't know. I just wasn't a big fan of it. So I'm just like, okay, like I'm not gonna waste it because like I said, it wasn't awful. Like I would still eat it. But I feel like it would be like a one time type of thing, you know, when you buy something, you be like, oh, okay, that was nice. Will I buy it again? Probably not. That's how I felt with the salmon. And then I also bought, yes, girl, you bought all this shit. Yes. I was being a big back. I was treating myself. I did not eat it all. I ate all of the dumplings. I didn't eat all the, I technically ate all the pork belly, but I didn't because I cut off the fat and it was mostly fat. So, I ate that. I ate the kimchi. I ate a couple of bites of the salmon. I ate a couple of bites of the rice. And then I bought this bodak gnocchi. When I tell you, when he brought that bodak gnocchi out, bro, and I seen it and I ate it, when I tell you, I was like, this is what the fuck? Yes. I was like, wait a minute. Oh shit, this got cheese in it? Wait a minute. I was just having a moment with myself and I'm just like, oh my gosh, this isn't like, it was a good play. I enjoyed it. And I was just like, wow. It was like, bodak noodles, not bodak noodles. It had bodak sauce, gnocchi noodles, and it had like this braised chicken that was shredded in there and cheese. And I think the cheese he said was mozzarella. I'm pretty sure I took a picture of the fucking menu. Probably will put that on social media too. Who fucking knows? But yeah. It was good. It was really good. And me and the waiter was just, you know, chilling. I don't know. That man was. Listen, all I know is I think he was white. You know how when somebody looks white, but they could be like, Italian, but technically Italian is white and shit. Like, I don't know what he really was. He looked white. We'll just say that. But he was cute. That waiter was cute. And I felt like he was really putting it on. But I couldn't tell if he was just doing that because that was him. Or he was doing that because he wanted a good ass tip. Or he was doing that because he thought he kind of was interested in me. I couldn't tell you. I was feeling like I was going back and forth. Like, I think this man is trying to do this for the money. But then I was just like, but what? Well, that doesn't mean I'm going to give you none. But then I'm just like, he's just staring at me. Like, it's like eye contact is on. And there was something that he did that I was just like, okay, maybe, maybe the third one that I said where he was just doing a little flirtatiousness, you know what I'm saying? Because after I got done eating like the food and stuff, and he went and boxed up my stuff, and I was finishing my last drinks, like my wine and my cocktail and the water that he poured. Kept pouring that bitch. Yeah, I had drunk those three. So after doing that, and I was just sitting there waiting for my check and stuff like that, and he comes and he's like, okay, you're all set, but take your time. He said, you don't gotta rush, take your time, because I might have some, he said, I might have something for you to try. And I'm just like, oh. I'm like, okay. He's because I told him, because let me go back, because I'm not even giving you the full tea. I'm sorry. Let me go back, because like I said, I was done, and I told him I was done, and he can box up my food and stuff for me. And he asked me, did I want dessert or anything, and I was just like, no, I'm full. Like, look how much I ate. Like, I'm full. Like, thank you. Like, thank you, but I'm full. He's like, okay. And like I said, he goes, does the boxing, gets the ticket and stuff, and then he comes back and he's like, take your time. Don't go too fast, because I might kind of have something for you. And I was just like, okay. I'm just like, okay, okay. And he was like, he said, I don't know why I'm doing this, but I'm just doing it. I'm just like, okay. And he literally said that. And I was like, okay. He was like, okay. And I was like, okay. And he goes, and I'm getting the check ready. I pulled my card out, and I think I pulled my card out and actually before he left. Yeah, I think I pulled my card out before he left, and I gave it to him. Or was it, I can't remember if I pulled it out before he left and gave it to him with the receipt, or with the check, or after he came back with what he said he had for me. You know what I'm saying? And come to find out, yo, this man brought me dessert. And it was like this, I don't know what it's called, but it was like this ice sherbet type of thing that was really frozen on the bottom. And then like on the top, it had like this strawberry ginger, and then like a ginger candy. Bruh, when I motherfucking tell you, I was just sitting there, and I didn't want to mess it up. It was so beautiful. Well, I thought it was cute how it was set up, because it's a picture. You'll probably see it, and you're probably like, oh, that's simple. But to me, it was just like, the fact that you brought me this, and the fact that it's actually like a cute presentation is so cute. I was just having a moment, like, oh my gosh, like the girlies that know, bitch, you know. For the girlies that know, bitch, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. I was just having a moment like, oh my God, like, yes, thank you. I really appreciate it. Oh my gosh. And bro, when I tell you I ate that shit, I took a bite, and he was like, I know. He was like, I know. No, shit, I forgot to tell y'all. He was like, I know you said you was full, but it would be really, it would make my day if you really take a bite of this. And bro, I took a bite, bro. It was so fucking good. I was like, damn, bro, I swear to, I wanted to I wanted to eat that shit up. I couldn't. I was full, bro. I was full. I was like, damn, this shit is so fucking good. And not only that, he was sitting there watching me too, bro. I don't know. He was just staring at me. I don't know. I guess he was entertained. But bitch, I was entertained by the dessert he just brought me. Like, what the fuck? But he was entertained by me because he was just sitting there smiling at me. But I was just like, you know how when you are going through emotion, but you can somewhat see around you, and you can see how people are looking and stuff, that when you're, even though you're not focused fully on them, but you can still see them. That's how it was. I was looking at this dessert, and I seen this man out the corner of my eye smiling, staring at me. I'm assuming he was, happy that I was enjoying it, because, not gonna hold you, me and him were having like conversations during the times that we were talking. Like when we were doing the waiter, when he asked me when we got the food and stuff, we would talk about the different types of food, and how it tastes, and if it was rich or if it was too cream, like a cream, or if it was savory or if it was sweet, like we just were just, having conversation throughout the whole night. So then he brought me this thing, I'm assuming to see if I enjoyed it, like my taste buds. He wanted to see how my taste buds would react to this, because I think he said he liked it this, and he wanted to see if I liked it, which I did. That shit was really good. Oh, when I had the ginger candy, bro, I was just sitting there baffled. I was like, whoa, this is something out of this world. I love me some ginger. Like, I'm not gonna say I'm super obsessed with ginger. Fuck no, I'm not. But I do love me some ginger. It was really good. And yeah, that happened. And he brought back the bill. I left a tip. And as I was getting up to leave, we were staring at each other, and he was just like, "You have a good one." And I was like, "You too, love." And we went on about our way. I love when I have experiences out of the fucking blue, too. It's really crazy. But to experience certain energies in this world is truly wild. Truly insane. He was a nice energy. I fucked with his energy, to be honest with you. That man was cute. I don't know. That man's cute. Would I go back and talk to him? Fuck no. Just because you're cute don't mean nothing, right? But I did enjoy it. And not only that, if I would have never came out by myself, I would have never experienced that shit. I'm pretty sure if I would have came out with a group or something, he probably would have gave me some dessert afterwards. He probably would have just did the whole table and be like, "Okay, let's say goodbye. Have a good one." We probably wouldn't have had a moment like that. And I'm not talking about like this romantic moment. No, because that wasn't romantic. It was more of a, how do you say, casual? Yeah. And I love taking myself out, giving myself love. And not only that, the fact that I'm loving on myself and then people is giving me love too, like, damn. And not only that, love from God too. It's just like, damn. In my past, I always felt like I wasn't being loved right. But now that I'm older and I'm able to do things differently compared to what I was doing in my past, I can truly see and feel more love. When I was younger, I didn't even think about love from God, love from nature, love from the things that surround you. That's not human. But now that I'm older, the fact that I can get love from both, that shit fire, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. Loving energy is just nice. Amazing. But yeah, that was my fucking night. And the reason I told y'all my night was to let you know, go out sometimes. Not with everybody. Sometimes go out by yourself. Take yourself on a date. You never know what the fuck might happen, bitch. Shit, you might get your whole motherfucking bill paid for you. Shit, I'm waiting on that date. Man, can I pay for you? Oh, huh? What you mean, can you pay for me? He said, hey, you looking beautiful and I see you by yourself. I just wanted to pay for you, love. You know? Just a little gift. I was like, okay, thank you. He said, of course. Have a good night. Like, that's what I'm trying to experience. Like, I experienced certain things already, but I'm trying to get to that point. Like, I want to do what that be like. But I have to go out for that to happen. Just in case. You never fucking know, bitch. You never know. Bitch, who would have thought I was gonna get a free fucking dessert? Like, you never know. Who thought that this man was gonna surprise me with a dessert? You would have never thought. You never know, bro. You never know what the fuck might happen. Next time, shit, it might be a man that be there and like, you know what, you look really nice. Let me buy you. You let me buy your dinner. I'm like, okay. Okay, Stepper. Okay. But yeah, enjoy yourself. Love on yourself. Appreciate yourself. Go love you, baby. Go take yourself out to dinner, lunch, brunch, whatever the fuck, breakfast, bitch. A nice one too. Not no fucking cheap one, no nothing. A nice breakfast, okay? But that's about it, y'all. I'm getting tired. I'm gonna go in the crib. Probably watch some TV and take my ass to sleep. But that's about it, y'all. Peace out, bro. Peace out, bro.